Met a girl in Oakland.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel, A Cup of Joe. You obviously must be back for your extra cup, so here I am. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I just want to, in the spirit of creating more content for my channel for you to consume, I really wanted to come on here real quick and talk about a few things I am super freaking glad I did before we got on lockdown. Okay? And maybe you're like me. Maybe you're like a preparer ahead of time, or whatever the case may be. You're just a forward thinker. And maybe you have some things that you would like to share that you were glad you did before we got on lockdown. Sis, leave the information down below so the next time we can be here. Okay? So let me get into some of the stuff that I'm really, really grateful that I did before we got on lockdown. So the very first thing I am so glad that I did before we got locked down was my nails. Okay, so check this out, sis. I know what you, don't come for me. I know what you finna say. Well, ain't nobody finna see that shit anyways. And you're right. But I am so glad I got my nails done before we got on lockdown, because one, I like to film with my nails done, and then two, hey, whether nobody sees it or not, I take care of myself and groom for myself, not for necessarily other people. It's always a bonus for you who are watching me, but for me, getting my nails done, getting my hair done, self-care, self stuff. I am so glad I got my nails done. The second thing that I'm really, really extra grateful that I got done before, or took care of before we got on lockdown, was my hair. Okay, so again, I know ain't nobody finna see it for the next 2 weeks to a month, except for y'all who are watching me. Shout out to you, right? But just like I said, I take care of myself and I do my grooming for me per se. It's just a bonus for you that if you get to enjoy it. But I'm really glad I did my nails and my hair before we got quarantined. Okay. Another thing that I am really glad, I'm glad I bought tissue and groceries ahead of time before we got quarantined. I literally went like a few days, maybe 4 days before we got on lockdown. And so by the time I took it seriously, it was already late, boo. Okay, it was already late. And I had already got most of the stuff that I normally got. So when it's time to go back to the store, I'm just picking up minor things. The last thing that I'm so glad that I did before we got on lockdown was I visited people that I wanted to see. And got to hang out and spend quality time with some people. So I love spending time by myself. Just a perk of being an empath. But I'm really, really glad and really, really grateful that I got to see my loved ones, my friends, before we got quarantined. And even better for me, my best friend lives right around the corner, and some other friends live right around the corner. So yay! The last thing I am so glad and grateful. I didn't do this. Maybe I manifested it. That's what we do over here. But I am really, really grateful. I'm really glad that I met my boo before we got locked up and quarantined. I met him in October of last year, so yes, really excited for that. And I manifested him, working on my good vibes. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys, and let you guys know what I am super grateful that I did before we got quarantined. If you have anything you want to share with me, because I'm all ears, we ain't doing nothing around here except for creating content. Let me know what you're glad that you did before we got on lockdown, or something like that. Alright, you guys, I'll see you in the next video.